I'm going to come back to you, but let me quickly come to hear from your colleague in the studio, Mr. Adenuga, because now they've gone and brought this one into center stage. This Pat Utomi initiative. He's not the only one in there.
Yeah,
but
I think what I would say to that is that, like you rightly said, Onkiyori, it's not expressly written in our constitution.
But we are a presidential system, are we not?
However,
has anybody heard of a presidential system with a shadow government?
Well, if you it's
a parliamentary. That's a parliamentary affair.
Before we use that word government, maybe they just want to. It's the buzzword out there. They just want to a fanciful way of saying things. The Boot Party, almost every party that is serious, should have an individual in each of the roles, like their ministry, so that they can give feedback. I can't be in 36 states of Federal Republic of Nigeria. That's right. But again, it's just choice. It's their choice of word. But they are not recognized. It's not like it's recognized. No, they just choose to call it government. That's their own problem. You can call your cat anything, but the truth is that they're only working within their office. I don't want to really make a fuss about that, to be honest, because I don't see the big deal about it.
But Dr. Ramambi is taking it very, very seriously. See, these people, they're up to mischief, up to no good.
The government in place, I don't think they are so irresponsible. They are going to allow anyone to derail the system just simply because people call different names of what they choose to call themselves. I'm going to pour, I mean, I will
emphasize that for now.
To be honest, I really don't want to worry about it. But personally, I think that when it comes to Labour Party, they're actually suffering from their, I know my brother may not like it, but they're suffering from their own indiscipline and their success. They are too difficult.
Their own indiscipline
and their success.
And the success within the Labour Party.
Within the Labour Party and within the Nigerian political system. Before now, they are not that, successful if they want to agree to that. But now, they've got a governor and some other houses of assembly people, you know. So that's equitable to some level of success. However, there have been a lot of indiscipline within the party. And like he admitted, he said it at the beginning, you know, when you set aside your own processes, this is what end up coming up, you know. So, but it's just what it is. It is what it is. I really wish them to be able to deal with it so that it becomes better for all of them.
Reverend Dominic, for the second time, good morning to you, sir. Can you hear us?
I can hear you now. You're ready for keeping me. Good morning.
God. Okay. Please go ahead. Good morning to you, sir. Go ahead, Reverend.
I've said this last year or after the election of 2023, that the only election in Nigeria that's well contested for the first time in the history since 1999 was 2023 election. I've said it before. But I say that to say this. I want to ask your guest, Dr. Ramambi, can he listen to himself? Well, at times when my friend George talks, I laugh because I've not joined politics before in Nigeria. I've been an activist. I've been a politician. I know how politicians behave. Ramambi is talking like a typical politician. Ramambi, do you listen to yourself? You want people to vote Labour Party to take over government in Nigeria, and that kind of party you are painting this light. I'm thinking as a patriot of Nigeria. Yes, there's a challenge, both in APC, both in PDP, both in Labour Party. There's a challenge because the different politicians in Nigeria or different ideology in Nigeria exist in our minds. The whole politicians of Nigeria are one. All politicians in Nigeria, or most of politicians in Nigeria are one. Are one in saying they want power. What they want you to do, we don't know.
Well, when you say all politicians, oh, so sorry that we lost you. I don't believe that all politicians in Nigeria are one. What we have heard said consistently is that most of them do not have a distinct and unique ideology. And to that extent, they have said, commentators have said that we haven't graduated to that stage yet.
I'm going to take exception to what the man that just went away said.
Reverend Dominic.
Reverend Dominic. So he is teaching me to lie about the implosion in our party so that some people can successfully now wage war against Nigeria, and our children, our wife, our parents can now be killed just because we wanted somebody to be president. I am still insisting. He is saying I'm a typical politician. For God's sake, I am also a businessman. Don't let anybody deceive you. I am only coming out to tell the truth. If he has interest, if he has a private jet that he can take to escape when there's a problem I do not have, and all of my children in Nigeria. So I am saying one fact, that in the 2023 election, I can stand up to go and bring you the CTC so voluminous that I intentionally wrote to the court to give me, and they gave it to me, where we discovered that, definitely this was the reason why we lost. But can't the presidential candidate come back to Nigeria that is very sorry, this is our mistake? Party told me that claim is stepped down. But notice that also knew about this. Why are we lying against the judiciary? Why are we lying against INEC? Is it INEC that made Labour Party to produce only 134,874 polling unit agents and 4,859 coalition agents, when APC produced 176,223 polling unit agents and 9,581 coalition agents? It is a shame on any Nigerian to be telling me we are seated that, we are supposed to cover up those criminal activities. I will not sit down and cover it up, because when it comes to war, all of us are going to suffer for it.
We won't even go to war.
We are opposed
by the grace of God.
Shadow government. We are opposed to any political insurrection. We are only for peace. Let us go and challenge President Tinubu in 2027.
All right, sir.
That is what we believe in Labour Party. Let us go to the vote. Let us go to the poll.
Okay, Sonny was saying something as you were speaking.
Concerning let's put this right, okay? It won't be fair even on INEC listening to us today and thinking that the only time you can win election in Nigeria is if when you have polling agent. It is not, it's a privilege by the laws of the Federal Republic. That is the Electoral Act 2022. Now the question is this: you don't need to necessarily put a party agent in a polling unit. And there was a time we did that as a political party. In Anambra State, the last election that brought in Professor Soludo, I told our candidate in Anambra, we're not putting any polling unit. Let's see if INEC, they're not going to give us our vote. We got our vote. Okay. So the point here is this: because a political party did not have all polling agents in all polling units, we shouldn't ascribe that to mean that you have to lose election. I don't think INEC is going to subscribe to that either. Okay. So I just felt I need to correct that. And of course, again, about, you see, the party management issue in our country, that is the problem. And how does even ideology evolve if people don't know how the leadership of the party reason?
This is relating to what Reverend Dominic was saying, that all politicians in Nigeria are one.
It can be excused if he says that, because that is what many people know. But with time, what we are saying is, just like when they told me that, somebody has joined APC. You know what I told the reporter? I said, let everybody join. Let even Atiku join APC. Let Obi join APC. And so that we, upcoming and young politicians, people can see us in our life and we'll be more focused. To be honest with you,
because your party, the name of your party is because of our tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, and that's why we chose to be organic in the way we evolve. It's not some of these challenges that Labour Party is having. We were encountered by, we knew beforehand that this type of thing will happen. As far back as 2021, people got in touch with us. They wanted the same scenario, so that, okay, come. They were even bold enough. We want to buy your party. To be honest, they were bold enough, but because we felt that, look, this is the way we want to evolve. And so you won't blame Mr. Dominic, Reverend Dominic, for saying the way he's saying, because that is what people have seen. And until the likes of us get into the scene and start saying that, look, this is the way it is. I will give you an example. On that day, when collation was going on in Abuja, I wasn't at the stadium, what do you call it, international conference, where the collation was going on. And this rancor was going on. And we had our representative there, who was put on the spot to say, are you also going to walk out? People thought I had told him, but he knew the decision I would make at that point in time. And that's what they call, and I was so emotional when I was woken up from sleep by people calling me and said, look at what Kabiru did. And this is the way ideology is formed. Ideology is formed when leaders present themselves. the way they want to be addressed, the way they want,
and consistently.
Consistently. So. And the people who works with you, they will see your reasoning. They are going to be able to make right decision and right call where it matters most.
Let me bring in Elder David.